Hello everyone. Suppose we have given this question and we have to solve this question, but we don't know the formula. But we have a little bit basic idea, okay? From that basic idea, we will approach this question and try to solve these questions, okay? And hope you learn something from this video and ask questions from the system from where you are learning and discuss with your friends. And if you have any query, you can ask me in the comment box, okay? So now, as I told you, without formula will means I don't know the formula, but I will try to teach out the answer. Okay, how we will approach this question. Okay, first we will read the question. Okay, suppose a mountain A is located at A is in equilibrium with a column at location B. Okay, this much and this part is now in equilibrium. Okay, which is at a sea level as shown in the figure. The height of the mountain is 4 km and the thickness of the crust at B is 1 km. This is the height of the mountain and this is the thickness of the crust. Okay. Thickness of the crust. And what we are given now? Next. Given the density of the crust and the mantle. This crust density and this mantle density is also given. Okay. This is 3300 and this is 2700. Okay. Now, respectively, the thickness of the mountain root R1 is, we have to calculate this root R1. Okay. So now, suppose this is our crust and this is our original mantle. This is our crust and this is our mantle part. Density is given, okay. Density for both the given, okay. So now, this line itself represent an equilibrium line, not the boundary of crust and okay. This is the equilibrium line between crust and the mantle. Equilibrium line, okay. So now it has some density. It is also having some density. It is having some height. So our formula will become height of the crust into density of crust is equal to root height in mantle into density of mantle. Okay, here our suppose this thickness is our 1 km suppose. So our rho c this height is 1 into this density is 2700. 1, okay, and we don't have any root here in this case now because additional material is not here now, so we are not having any root, okay, because of that additional material. Okay, so our root in mantle is 0 and density is 300. Okay, so in the end what we will get 0 in this case because there is no root zone in this case. Okay, now if there is a root zone, okay, now if we are adding material above, if we are adding material, suppose this is the line above that we are getting a material. Okay, I'm just making this here. Okay, this much material is added in the crust and this much material is of crust is going into mantle to make it equilibrium. Okay, okay, now what is going to happen with this in this normal condition? We are not getting any mountain root because there is no additional material in the only an equilibrium line and root zone is not there. Okay, so now Now what is going to happen with our formula? Okay, initially it is CH into rho C is equal to MH into rho M. For equilibrium we have to make it both sides equal, na? So now additional height is there, na? That mountain height. Okay, we'll use that. Okay, how much it is? Mountain height 4. Directly I will write. Okay, and now if this side it is okay, now only this height is added in this upper part, na? Above the crust, this is the added. Now in the lower part we look below this. Okay, I will change the color. Okay, for this is our crustal part, na? Only 4 kilometers is added in it. Okay, so we multiply with 4. Okay, now we will look at this part. Okay, within this mantle is there, but some part of crust is also there, na? Because our horizontal line is this. Okay, from here it is now this equilibrium line is here. Okay, now this equilibrium is shifted downward, na? And this crustal density is added in mantle density, na? Replacing mantle part, na? From here. So now what is going to be happen on this side? Okay, instead of using this single density of mantle, we will subtract this crustal material, that is crustal density material, that is added into it. Okay, now this is our formula for our this question. Okay, so now 4 into what is the thickness of the crust? It is 1 kilometer. What is the density of the crust? It is 2700. And what is the mantle height? We have to calculate that root zone, that is R1. And what is the difference between the two? 33 minus 27 is 6. So here we are getting 6 under this side. I will cut these two zeros. Okay, and if we multiply these two, we will get 108 on this side, and R1 into 6. Now 6 1 the 18. Okay, total we are getting 18 kilometer. Okay, you don't think that we have to add this. Okay, this is added into it. It doesn't mean that we have to add. Okay, from mental density we have to subtract this part. Okay, only then we will get the how much is the change, na? In density. Okay, so in this way we will approach this question. Okay, without having any formula, we are still able to answer this question. Okay, hope you learned something from this video. If you have any question apart from this, you can ask me. Okay, and ask question to the system from where you are learning, so that your concept will be more enhanced and your interest will be enhanced. And apart from this, if you have any apart from this, if you have any other question that you want to understand, you can put in the comment box. I will try to solve that question. Hope you learned something from this video. Thank you.